next one, Mr.
Julienne Oldfield.
So the case of People versus Julienne Oldfield.
Your Honor, thank you very much for your attention, in particular during the trial. It's very impressive, and in fact, you did, as is clear by what you have said this evening, that you did in fact listen to all of this very carefully. So I would just, as I have not in fact had the opportunity to say anything yet, I would just like to tell how I think I'm probably, unique among the 36 of us in that I chose to come to this country. I chose to be here, and eventually, after some 20 plus years, I in fact chose to become a citizen. I chose to become a citizen because it was clear. I was sitting on the sidelines, and in the democratic process, to have a voice is really, really important, and as everyone here knows, and that is the value of being a citizen, to have a voice, to speak out if you think something isn't right, to participate, to vote, hugely important, and I put that first, and to advocate for what we feel is right. But when these things don't seem to work, I just find it absolutely imperative to try to do a little more. And so that is why I took part on Good Friday, this last Good Friday, last April. That is why I joined this group and put my body on the line, so to speak. Because if knowing full well that people sitting at computers at HANCOCK base are sending or activating Reaper drones that go forth and kill, that drop out of the sky, what kind of warfare is that? It's like something out of Star Wars, something like a TV video game. So it just goes against every principle I grew up with, every principle I tried to bring my family up with, and I feel to be true to that, I had to speak out. So, in fact, it wasn't so much speaking as lying down in the roadway, but that was my reason for doing it. And I have absolutely no regrets that I did that, because that's my understanding that the people can speak in the democratic process, that it's really important that we do make our opinions heard. And so I do not want to pay a fine, because I don't believe I really did wrong. I believe I did what is called upon each and every one of us as citizens when we see that something isn't right. So I'm prepared to take whatever consequences, but I also have a family, but I'm lucky, I'm older, I don't have to go to work every day, so I can go to jail if, in fact, that is what you feel is necessary. Your Honor, thank you for hearing me. Thank you for being our judge during this trial and tonight.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, again, it goes back to the issue of, civil disobedience, and there's a consequence involved in the action. I fully understand the message that you are conveying to the community. Again, I note that there is no prior criminal record here in New York State. Based upon that, concurrently on each of the disorderly conduct charges, I am sentencing 1-year conditional discharge, conditions being stat of further trouble with the criminal justice system, and 20 hours community service on or before with proof on or before 2/29/2012 at 5:00 p.m. I am going to assess a fine of $250 and $125 surcharge, and I will serve a summons with notice. Now, what that means is, if you do not pay it by that date, and there is no valid reason why it's not being paid, it will convert to a civil judgment against you, which may affect your credit rating.
But Your Honor, is it possible just to make quite clear right now that I really do not intend to pay that?
Well, again, I'm going to give you the until the 29th, and if it doesn't, it'll convert. It'll convert over to the civil judgment. I'm gonna need to have it's gonna serve her with a copy of that record to reflect that. Mr. Van Nostrand is getting a copy of it. Ms. Oldfield, I just also want to let you know that you do have a right to appeal the verdict and sentence and judgment of this court. To appeal this, you have to file a notice of appeal within 30 days. I'm asking your attorney to remain in the case to instruct you further on how to do that.